Basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Here we go. So New York wins the tip. Outside, Smart. Dunk by Smart.
I tell you, it's not often, but Marcus Smart working the pick and roll, effective in that particular instance.
Here's Banton. Offline with his three. New York with the ball. Here's Manning. And he dunks it down. Here's Banton. Pass to Pokusevski. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokusevski, a big who can shoot it.
And it's Smart with the ball for New York. Goes up on the wing. Inside, here's Manning, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Marcus Smart.
Manning's got his second basket of the game. Here's Banton from outside the arc. Another three for Chicago.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
There's Winslow. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Manning. Back to Smart. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Manning. Shot clock at 5. There's Winslow. It's deflected.
Oh, send it back, Aleksej Pokusevski. Make him feel that 7-foot frame.
And here's Winslow. Here's Camby, and slam dunk by Camby.
Good to see a player going all out for the game this time.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Banton. Irving with the ball. For the three. Pokusevski.
Well, set a solid screen, be ready to attack. He is ready on the roll. Aleksej Pokusevski, good finish.
Outside, Smart. New York needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Now, Pokusevski. 5 points in the game. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, do you love to see the big man get out in transition, recognizing teammate makes a defensive play, let me get to the other end. Pokusevski, yes, sir.
Here's Manning. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Chicago. It's up a three. Cranes the three-pointer. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Bowen. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, easy 2 points from Bowen. You don't need a ton of offense from Bruce. He makes his impact defensively.
And on the way from Irving for three. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
The New York team, 13.
Here's Banton. Pass to Pokusevski. And here's Irving. Lets it go with a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside ball. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's the ball.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Villar's shot is off. Chicago leading by 3 to the left side wing. Back to Burke. There's the 3. Kwame Brown pulls it in. And so it's New York with it. Ball with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Zero hesitation at the arc. Ball truly believes in his ability to shoot the three.
On its way from Irving for 2. Misses the jumper.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Villar. Here's Brown. Offensive rebound. Tipped away. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
First team foul.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Chicago leading. Here's Banton. Outside Jackson. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Now here's Irving. And Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Brown wide open, he fires. New York, no good that time either. Chicago leading by 6. Irving way outside. Villar with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Here's Brown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And New York making a change here. New York trails by 3. Here's Shepard with the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Fareed up top. Pass to Christie. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Shepard with the ball. To the paint. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Christie. From deep. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Brown. The screen from Brown. Finding the lane.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by New York. Now Shepard. Pass to Brown. Now Shepard. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Shepard's got his first bucket in this one.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
Nobody near Williams. And again, Chicago. No good. Now Brown. Fareed defending. Second chance effort. A terrific move by Brown to score.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Christie. Trying to end the drought. Pass to Kamare. Here's Bitadze. And a deep three from Irving. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Bowen.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now Winslow, after Julius Irving's three-pointer that didn't go. From the line, doesn't get it to drop for him. Chicago trails by 5. And there's the drive. And again, no good by Chicago.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Can be good.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Chicago calls timeout. New York making a change here. Chicago trails by 7. Pass to Law. To end the run. Into the lane. And Winslow pulls it down.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Law.
New York foul. Danny Manning. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Law. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And Williams throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Takes a step back. There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Williams a screen. Faried with a clean look. They get it back. Here's Long. A three-pointer is right on target.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
They set the pick, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Well, Reed Sheppard's shooting consistency and on-court smarts give him a strong foundation as a player, but adapting to the league is never easy. It takes time and a lot of work.
Great Kentucky native Reed Sheppard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college year.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
Here's Christie, and he's good on the 3-ball. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Here's Faried, following the basket made by Marcus Campbell. Pass to Law. Jacks up a 3. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by Kamare. So it's New York picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.